Hi everyone, Louis here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a small preview of the DayZero 1.0 Podagorsk mod, which is due to be released later this month. It's probably one of the most anticipated updates for a mod ever, of course, for adding in the entirely new map Podagorsk, which was of course made not for DayZ but for ARMA 2, but it's a really good suit for DayZ, just as it is already. And I got to sit down with Muleboy, one of the developers of the DayZero mod. In this video, I'm just going to be bringing you guys the highlights of all the questions which I asked them, and also give you a decent overview of what the map is all about. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and we start off with a lovely tour of the new hospital interiors added with the Podagorsk release.
Alright, we can go through and check the hospital first. So this is the new map Podagorsk, and this is one of the towns called Berzniki, one of the main towns. There's only two hospitals on this map, so it's this town, and there's another town called Cernitra, I think. So there's going to be some intense firefights over getting medical supplies from these ones.
Yeah, I've seen in Sakura's video said this was the only hospital, but I guess you researched that a bit more.
we found one while we were out driving around. We actually found another hospital that had missed. So, but we can just loot that this one's going to be like the main one, and then we can have one smaller one.
Okay.
So now we're walking around here in these new hallways that our dev team has made. But the thing is, you can just run around and check whatever you want. It's pretty much open space to go and explore. Yeah.
Pretty cool place. Where's all the spawns? Or the spawns is not spawned yet, or they've not been set up?
The spawn or not? No, the spawn system isn't activated because you need a proper server to be able to handle that.
Oh,
but in the real version of the release, it's going to be along these hallways, and the lower floor is going to have some minor supplies, like a couple of bandages and maybe a blood bag or two. But if you want to get the real supplies, like morphines and EpiPens and blood bags and stuff like that, you're going to have to go up to these high floors and scrounge for them up here.
What's this? Vending machine?
Yeah, we're actually thinking of doing something with these vending machines, like when you can get a soda or something out of them.
And what's it, top floor as well? I guess this just links to the roof? Oh no, it's another floor.
Yeah, exactly. No, that floor is still not... we're not sure if we're going to do that. It might be too many floors. We don't want to blow the hospital to become this huge lag fest.
Yeah.
But we now have roof access so that you cannot camp the roof just watching two ladders.
I guess I can't do this bug anymore either.
No.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So I just want to check
we fixed quite a lot of exploits and bugs with the buildings, especially now that we've remade them from scratch. We took that in consideration right away.
For DayZero as well in Podagorsk, I mean, you guys didn't add any new buildings in Chernarus. Is there going to be potential of adding new buildings in Podagorsk, or do you think there's a decent amount already?
No, the thing is, both Podagorsk and Chernarus share the same library of houses and buildings, so any change we do to Podagorsk or any change we do to Chernarus is auto-transferable directly into Podagorsk. So both maps, if that was your question, is going to have the same buildings that are enterable.
No, I just mean, like, for example, if there's like not enough loot, is it going to be like any extra barracks or anything like that, or is it just going to be all the original buildings from the map but with just interiors, or are you going to add extra buildings that weren't there whatsoever before on the map?
Oh, no, we want to keep the same authentic feel that Chernarus... I mean, Bohemia has done a great job with capturing like an Eastern Europe Russian feeling of these towns, and we don't want to ruin that by doing these subpar models that we have to do from scratch. It's much better to work off a base model that was created with a certain intent and then just basically make it better. We're basically upgrading Chernarus.
Okay. And actually, can you break his glass anymore? I guess not. No.
No, you can't break that glass, but we do have compensated with that by... Because the thing is, the glass was buggy as hell before that. You know, you could throw a tin can and it would instantly explode, but you couldn't shoot through it and stuff like that. So what we did was basically, alright, well, let's make it so you can shoot through them, but not break them, and then just have the doors open instead, and some selected glass panes that are already broken that you can walk through.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Because all in all, we just want to, reduce the RNGs, the random things and the hassle of things, and we basically combat some bugs with just, outright denying them from scratch and giving another solution that is much more simpler and much more logical.
Okay, that makes sense. And for the Podagorsk release as well, is there going to be any interiors added over in the hospital? I mean, obviously, it would take quite a while to work on, so...
Yeah, there's already... We can check some of those out. We've already got, like, maybe 10 buildings that are enterable right now. Among them, we have some civilian buildings, like houses and stuff. We got a guard house, and right now, our main guy, Zach Robinson, is working on making that green military building, the ones you see at Balota and Northwest, especially at Southern Barracks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's going to make the top floor of that one hollowed out, so you can go and have that as a sort of fire base.
Cool.
Because those buildings are very prominent around military areas where there usually are no buildings suitable for being hollowed out. So that's a perfect one to you know, hollow out and make so that you can go up in the top floor of that building and basically use it as some sort of fire base, a defensive building.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. And you can shoot through these windows as well, so that's pretty good in case you do need to defend it or whatever else, but it should be pretty cool to have some close quarter combat in here.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have some now.
Yay! I'm probably gonna lose.
Let's do this. Hey, you're gonna be the one defending first.
Oh,
I've always
okay.
been the guy defending. I'm gonna be assaulting
Okay.
now.
I shouldn't have probably got a gun with a sight on it. I should have got something a bit better, but at least I've got HE, so I'll just blow you up, no problem. Okay, I'll just come whenever you're ready. I will defend the hospital from the intruders.
Come on, where are you?
Wait, I don't even know if you're already in the building. Like, I don't know. I've got. Oh, there you are. Okay, I see you. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot out of it because that's unfair.
What?
So I'll see you. I'm gonna wait until you get inside the building and then I'll defend it. Okay.
Alright. Right now, it's game on. Okay.
How many ways is there actually up to the top floor? Other than the one on outside, is there 2 ways to the top floor from the inside, or is it only 1 staircase?
It's 2 staircases. One leads all the way up, and one's blocked off.
Yeah, this one over here.
Before it reaches the top.
Yeah, I can see. Oh, fuck hell. Buddy. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, man? See, sound's still a big part of it, and it's a bit different with a building as well. Instead of just having 1 floor building, I can kind of tell whereabouts you're going. Roughly. Oh. This ain't DayZ, this is ARMA. 1 shot, man. Not fair. I knew you were going up there, though. Well played, 10 out of 10. And yeah, this will be released sometime near the end of July. End of this month.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we aim for, and that's our goal. Right now, it seems like we're going to reach that.
Cool.
Alright, I'm in place.
Okay.
Battle stations.
Well, I'm going to start off with some HEs, smashing the windows to scare you. Are you dead?
What? Are you serious? No, I'm not dead. But
Okay.
what is this? What is this blasphemy grenade and stuff? Oh, jeez.
Just 2 or 3, you know, to get started. There we go. Let's go steer through windows as well. Yeah. Right. I'm coming. But yeah. Got no idea where you are. I don't know how you found me so quickly. I guess you do know
Maybe
it's building a bit better.
typing.
Probably. I do not have this advantage. That's actually a terrible idea. What the hell am I doing? I think I could have shot you really early on, but when you were going up for the first set of ladders, I've seen you, but that would have been really unfair.
Yeah.
So there's no openable and closable doors here, is there?
No. Oh, Jesus! Oh my God, I was prepared for that. I had no idea you were coming up the roof. Jesus.
Doors? Question mark? Let's get shot.
Looting everywhere. Oh, what's this?
Oh, that's not fair.
Geez.
I'm sorry. I don't think you'd pick. I think HEs are definitely not. No, that's not fair. No, but I looked at the map on the editor and I seen the airfield actually looks really good naturally. Like if people come on this mod and just look at the airfield, be like, oh, you did a really good job with airfield. But I mean, it's just really good as it is. Really, there's some decent amount of buildings and whatnot. So it's a really good map to use.
And as you've seen on the map, probably there's only one.
Yeah, one
bridge leading to.
Yeah, I really like that. Very good choke point.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the epic choke point. What we want for that, and there's a reason we have it like that, and we're not going to make any change to that. Is that it makes both boats viable again in the game. Basically, you can skip the bridge, and insert an entire team of 5 people through one of those rib boats, at the back of the island instead of going straight forward on a frontal assault.
Yeah.
And right now it's a completely clean road, and the way is, you know, there's no problems getting over here. But in the final version for DayZero Podagorsk, we're going to have these obstacles here. You're going to have to move in a sort of like slalom-like movement with a car. So going in here, guns blazing with a car, like an SUV like this one, is not really an option.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's complete nighttime and there's 5 people online, then sure, you can do that. But during prime time, which is like 50% of the entire day on the servers right now, then you will need to be way more tactical on your assaults and going into areas. And you're never going to get bored either. I mean, if you can't go to the airfield, you've got plenty of places to go to otherwise. We've got the military camp on the southeast part of the island. We've got a island with ruins on it and some barracks and stuff like that. So there's more places than just the airfield to go to, but this is definitely the main place to go to.
It's got like about, I don't know, like 9 hangars in it as well, and I think 3 barracks in a small compound. I seen it was a sniper hill kind of thing looking over it, opposite, looking at the doors. Somewhere in the middle of the airfield as well. It's a really big airfield, the biggest one I've ever seen in the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to it. This is the airfield basically, and it's by far the largest airfield in ARMA 2. Not even ARMA 3 has a bigger airfield than this one, and it has to our right now a industrial compound.
Yeah.
With one of the new buildings that we have, or the enterable buildings, which is a guard shed. You can see it there. We're going to go to it later on. But
okay.
Then we have the military side of the airfield. So you basically, when you come into the airfield, it's not enough just getting on the airfield. You actually have to travel all the way down. And as you can see, you know, driving with this car during prime time is going to be suicide. So you're actually going to have to sneak through that forest up in those hills there. Or you're going to chance it and just rush on with the car and have maybe a sniper supporting you up in the hills. But this hill right here to our left is basically the most equivalent to the electro sniper hill that this game has.
Yeah. You can look straight through the barracks.
Yeah, exactly. And this area is the barrack area.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do to negate the fact that these barracks spawn, because in the normal churners right now, they spawn some of the best items in the game, but what we want to do is we want to revision the loot in this one and overhaul it a bit so that loot is no longer going to spawn in crates. In like, loot's no longer going to spawn on the floor. So you're not going to be able to run into the barracks and just see like, oh, there's an M4 and oh, there's an AK. It's actually going to be like weapon crates, so you have to loot them to be able to see what's in them. So no more running straight through back and forth the barracks and just, you know, loot cycling. You actually have to take the effort to check what's in there. Yeah. And sometimes you can even hit the jackpot and find the weapon cache, which has some of the best weapons in game. That's going to be weapons with ACOG sights, sniper rifles, you know, light machine guns, stuff like that. Pretty much the good stuff in the game that really ups the ante in your squad.
And how many of these would you have in the barracks? I mean, would they be in all the normal spawns, or I guess would be not as many?
No, you can have anything. It depends on how lucky you are. I mean, you can have like 3-4 crates maybe in the barrack if you're really lucky. Maybe you just get one. Maybe you don't get anyone at all. I mean, it's really a random system that is the most fair way to go at it. And some people are like, well, then there's not going to be any loot. Well, that's why you need some sort of persistence in your loot. You're not supposed to come to the airfield and get the best gear and then start shooting everybody. It's supposed to be like, well, if you get here, you don't get anything, then you keep on going till you find what you need. And then you start doing the stuff you want to do, like go hunting people, maybe going with your squad, stuff like that. Because we want effort to be placed, you know, behind everything. We want people to feel that they have accomplished something when they have the best gear in the game, or they found that clothing they really want. Because that's the problem with many mods today that are out there today, that they don't require any effort by the player at all to have the best stuff. And that takes away, for me personally, if I play these mods, then I'm like, well, I can kill this guy, and I can kill this guy, and blah, 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 and then I die, and I'm like, well, none of my kills were worth anything.
Also, what's up with the northern side of the island? Because I've seen there's not really too much there. I know it's got the valley kind of thing, a really cool looking thing, which is shown in the trailer. What's north of that?
North of that is actually nothing really interesting. That's why it's not featured on the map artwork that we have, and it's a shame that it's basically only forest up there. But at the same time, I guess it's just a huge forest where you can hide your stuff if you really want to put the effort to it. But we are planning on doing something with it in the future. I know there's one military camp up there, so if you really want to take the long hike and be really safe about it, you can take a 3-kilometer hike up to a military camp that's like halfway up there.
I've got a really deep question, since Chaos's questions were really good as well. Whose idea was it to add Bible burning, and why?
I'm not sure, but one day I came into the Skype dev channel. I was like, "Well, we're gonna add Bibles, and we're gonna be able to burn them." And everybody was like, "All right, well, let's do it. Why the hell not? I mean, it's not much code to do it, and I guess it's a fun quality of life feature that you can do. But it's really not that much thought into it. It's not some sort of secret plan behind it or anything like that. It was just a fun feature."
Okay. And also for the spawns, I mean, I guess you kind of talked about it before, but the spawns are centralized, so it's not like, I think a problem with lots of maps is the spawns are really random, and it just makes it so there's no real direction, there's no end game, there's no start game, but the spawns in this are all in one general area, and, or, well, not, you know, not that tight, but we just have a start area and the end game kind of area.
Let's just say you're never gonna have to run up to somebody to kill yourself because you want to spawn somewhere else. It's all close enough. It's spread out enough that you won't see each other when you spawn, for instance. Yeah. But it is not far enough that you just can't take that extra 2 minutes to make the run to where you want to go, as if you've spawned on the right side of where you want to go. Like, so it's just an additional 2 minutes of running, maybe 2 to 5 minutes, if you're heading in the complete correct distance from the beginning.
Okay, two final questions. Server population, what's that going to be like, and how many servers is it going to be for Podagorsk?
We're aiming towards 6 more servers that only are dedicated to Podagorsk, and we're going to convert some server power from churners. We're still going to have the churner servers up, but we're going to convert some server power over to churner to Podagorsk in the beginning due to the influx of new players that are bound to come for Podagorsk. But then we're going to have, regarding player count, we're going to have, considering Podagorsk is a smaller map, we're going to have to downsize it a bit, but we're aiming towards maybe 40 people max, and 35 of those slots are going to be public open slots, and the final 5 slots are going to be admin/donator slots.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm a donor.
Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty much it for the interview and preview though. Hopefully you guys got a decent idea of what the map's all about. Some things which I didn't have in a video just because the questions were so long, but there is 13 barracks in the map, and the map in terms of actual playable area is about 6 times 6, so it's more or less like a third of Shinaris' size, so there is going to be a lot more action, but like Moolboy said, there is only going to be about 40 players maximum on these servers. But either way, I'm really looking forward to see how the map turns out. It just seems like a really good, naturally DayZ kind of fit map, even though of course, as I said originally, it was just made for ARMA 2. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Definitely check out the trailer. I'll have a link to it in the description below if you haven't seen it already. It's really well done, and that's really where all the hypes came from, because the trailer was so goddamn well done, so definitely check that out. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all good stuff. I'll definitely be doing some coverage of DayZero 1.0 Podagorsk when it comes out later this month, or if not coverage, I'll just do live streams of it. But either way, I'm expecting to play quite a lot on the new Podagorsk map. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.